I have the distinct pleasure to sit down with the one and only MVP for South Africa, Glenn Alexander. Thank you so much for giving us this time.
Pleasure. Thank you for thinking of me and wanting to get to chat, and appreciate the nice little introduction you've given me. It's
well, I think you're going to introduce yourself a bit more as we go through, Glenn, but I think it's very important for me to try and understand what is an MVP, an Xbox MVP, because I think Microsoft has multiple MVP suites, but what does it mean to be an MVP for Xbox?
All right. So Microsoft have a lot of, like you say, different. They got MVPs for Excel, for Azure. So it doesn't matter which it comes down to. In the last few years, they've distinguished Xbox MVPs from a Microsoft MVP. MVP standing for Most Valuable Professional. It's guys that are in the community, like you, myself, Andre, whoever, but have taken it one step a little bit further and actually assist and help the community with the brand, with the product. So what I do in a lot of spare time, after hours, mornings, nights, you name it, is helping guys get set up with their Xboxes. They might have troubleshooting, they've got network problems. So I'm answering inbox messages, I'm answering tweets, I'm looking for guys on forums to go and help and assist. Being an MVP for South Africa and the only one in Africa, we are 55 Xbox MVPs around the world, majority coming from North America, and then obviously Europe, the next biggest one. There's a Russian MVP, there's a guy from Italy, France, there's guys in UK, and they're all doing the same things. They've got their own communities that they're looking after, and is helping them get up to speed, making the experience on Xbox the best it can be.
But now I'm thinking, how long has this MVP program for Xbox been around?
Wow, maybe 25 years.
But then it's weird. This is a very exclusive,
extremely
opportunity. You know, even if you're saying one guy in Russia is a big territory.
Yeah.
Europe is a big territory, and I understand, I think, in a way, why the Americans have the majority of the MVPs, but that's really special.
It is. It really is a unique group of guys. It is the elite of the elite. I started off way back as an Xbox gamer in 2006 when I got my first Xbox 360. I wasn't one of the lucky ones that imported the original Xbox when it launched. So in 2006, around Rage time, I picked up an Xbox 360, the 20 gig arcade unit, the white one with the external hard drive. The following year, the Xbox Elite was announced, the 360 Elite. I picked that one up with a 120 gig hard drive. So I've been with Xbox 11 years now.
Well, that's my next question to you is, how long have you been a MVP versus how long have you been an Xboxer?
I'll give you the time frame how it has happened. As I mentioned, got the Xbox in 2006. In 2007, I've discovered an Xbox forum in South Africa called xbox-360.co.za. It was ran by Werner Joubert, also known as Eminem.
I was lucky to meet him.
You met him this weekend.
On Friday, yes.
Yes. So he was a massive Xbox enthusiast. So when he had the original Xbox, he brought it, he imported it. And he had a forum running where you could come and talk about the different games. South Africa could meet and greet other Xbox players. There was no Xbox Live for South Africa. So we were joining and connecting onto Xbox, playing in a game, saying our Battlefield. And all of a sudden you see another guy, his gamer tag is Jan. And you think, hey, that looks like that. Message him. Then you start to see guys with gamer tags like ZA ending in the end. That's why I'm a GlennZA.
Okay.
So we could identify in the lobbies we were South African. So that we didn't even have Xbox Live until 2010. So the whole process, been on Xbox Live 11 years, celebrated my 10-year anniversary last year. I became very involved with the South African community with Werner. Both of us applied to be Xbox ambassadors. It was a program where guys could then help support, or what I mentioned a little bit earlier, you're giving up your free time to help other guys get onto Xbox. And I'm still an Xbox ambassador today, and that in 2010, that was my first time I became an ambassador. It was a program you had to apply for. There was a bit of criteria, how long you've been on Xbox, gamer score, that kind of stuff. And then the community nominated myself and Werner in 2013 as MVPs. Both of us got accepted into the program. So January 1st, we received an email from Microsoft that said, hey, Xbox Live launched in South Africa 2010, November 2010, and in January we became the MVPs for South Africa. So Xbox had already taken note of our community. They'd seen what we were doing here. I got the nod, Xbox MVP, and that year we went over to Redmond, to Seattle, spend it with all the other MVPs, got to meet them, get to meet Larry Herb, Aaron Greenberg, at the time Steptoe was still with Microsoft, Eric E, everyone knows him as the Vowel, so he's got the very first original game attack. So the roadmap from being a passionate Xbox player in South Africa to becoming an ambassador, and then in 2014 being nominated. This year I'm running now as my 4th year as an Xbox MVP. Each year the same criteria, you got to reapply, you got to have the right community network going.
So not just because you're in now you ride that way.
No. A lot of guys, they don't have the time, life gets in the way, family comes along, work, job. There was another MVP before myself, Craig Nichols. Craig N on Xbox Live. He was an MVP before even myself and Vanna.
Wow.
But he was very, very involved in more on the development side. I think he ran MVP for 2 years, Vanna for 1 year, and I'm still running now 4 years in a row.
Wow, Glenn, that I didn't expect the MVP program to be that exclusive, and then reapplying all the time. That means you have to show your commitment.
You got to submit what have you done during the year. You got to show you're running a forum, you're running a Facebook page, the amount of support you're doing for the guys on Twitter or Facebook on the ambassador chat. Majority of the MVPs came through the ambassador program. A lot of the MVPs end up working at Microsoft. So that happens. There's been guys that I know who were MVPs before me, go through the whole phase, and they end up getting a job at Microsoft.
Oh my goodness.
It happens, yeah.
So we're just going to be taking a quick break,
Cool.
and we're going to be continuing this interview in a second,
Cool.
and we'll be back with you in a short bit. All right, we are back again with South African resident MVP Glenn Alexander. He's been telling us a bit about what it is.
Get it right.
GlennZA, I'm sorry, that is right. Let's stick with the gaming term.
That's it.
GlennZA.
No one knows who Glenn Alexander is. No one.
Well, now we're letting people know who Glenn Alexander is.
Got it.
But no, so with GlennZA, and we've been talking a bit about what is an MVP, what it takes to be an MVP, realizing that it is actually a very exclusive community worldwide.
Yeah.
What I want to get to next, Glenn, is that I want you to take us a bit down a road of the last 12 years and telling us how the Xbox community in South Africa has evolved. And I think, you know, we can take it in steps of 3 years.
Yeah.
When you started out, what was it like, and where we now? And I guess let's talk about the future as well.
Okay.
So, what has happened with Xbox in South Africa in your time?
So, picked up my first Xbox in 2006. I mentioned a little bit earlier. There was no one I knew who had Xbox. Everyone was PlayStation or PC. So it was go and find the Xbox players, right? Go find who's playing on Xbox. And I happened to come across this forum, xbox-360.co.za. And then gamertag was registered, picked up GlennZA. The ZA is a legacy that it shows who was from South Africa. We didn't have an official Xbox Live back then. The amount of petitions, this group of players from South Africa that we put through to Microsoft overseas, locally, it was like, guys, we need local servers, we need Xbox Live, we need support. So it was a community that came together because we didn't have anything. We were registering American accounts.
Man, I can't imagine that.
It was a choice. You register as an American account, it's all in dollars. You register as a UK account, you're obviously paying in pounds. People even tried Australian accounts just to get registered. But depending on where the rand dollar exchange was, which territory was cheap at the time.
Yeah.
But everyone, you go look there, everyone that's got a ZA in the name is a legacy account from pre-2010. So we could see who was playing from South Africa.
Right, I understand.
So that's how, and with the Xbox 360, limited to 100 friends, it was majority wherever ZA. And it was funny to see. Yeah, very, very funny. Let's go skip 2009. In 2010, the Xbox 360 Slim launches, that comes out, and all of a sudden we get an announcement at E3 that year, Xbox Live expanding to 14 new territories, and South Africa was included. I did it.
That's a lot of time that's gone by before that got here.
Yeah, so 3 years the guys were in the trenches fighting petitions, put it together, let's get it going, guys. So in 2010 in November, Xbox Live officially launched in South Africa. So all of us that had American accounts, you had the opportunity to migrate your account over to a ZA account.
Right.
We had our own Xbox Live store. But the problem with that, Xbox had been running for so many years, the American store was full, or like a massive candy shop. You get to the South African version back in 2010, very light.
Slim pickings.
Titles were missing, games were missing. We just couldn't. So guys stayed on the Xbox, on the American account. That same year, the Kinect launched, the Xbox Kinect.
Oh yes, right.
And Xbox Live. And I was fortunate enough, I was down in Cape Town when it launched, and I had the first Kinect in the country, and I sat and did a party chat with the guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Robin Burrows was at the time the head of Xbox UK, was in South Africa to launch Xbox Live with us.
I don't see anything.
No.
I don't see anything. All right, Glenn. So we got to 2006, and let's just jump. To 2010. Let's jump straight into 2017.
I'm gonna go one back.
Please, let's do that.
2014, 2013, the launch of Xbox One internationally. South Africa wasn't a territory. We didn't fall part of that whole group. So when 2014 rolled around, the Xbox One was available in South Africa. I did a whole launch with them across the country. We did launches at Pretoria, we did in Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, different campuses, and we were showing the guys what's the power of Xbox One back then in 2014. So 2015, nothing happened. 2016, building up Xbox One X gets revealed and announced, it's coming, the most powerful console. So hit 2017, Friday morning we heard Xbox One X launches the 7th November.
I'm so excited about this.
7th November, but we are getting it before Christmas 2017.
That's amazing. I didn't see this happening this quick, Glenn.
Xbox One X a whole year later. The Xbox One S between 6 to 9 months later. Microsoft have pulled their socks up and said, no, we know the community's out there wanting it. Xbox One X is here a month after international launch. Crazy.
And the community in itself is grabbing onto the fact we can already see on Xbox Players SA or all the communities out there that people are really rejoicing that this is happening now.
It's a very, very big step. We've got accustomed to waiting 6 months to a year for something to come out. But this now, it sets the precedent. What's happening when the new titles are coming, new consoles are coming, we're almost up to speed with international.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let me see my next question here.
Where did you come from, Andre?
I was always here.
Welcome.
Thank you. So the question I want to ask is, there are certain information is released to the public through your relevant media outlets.
Yes.
Is there anything that you can tell us that's not mainstream?
Okay.
Upcoming things that we can look forward to on Xbox specifically.
Okay, so before I can answer it, I'm under an NDA with Xbox, right?
We understand.
So each year we sign a new NDA, a lot of stuff gets discussed. So in February I go over to the summit in Redmond, I go and meet with the Xbox team, and they give us a whole roadmap of what is coming for Xbox for this year. I come back to South Africa, I've got to lie to people's faces, I've got to lie to family, I've got to lie to my wife. I can't talk of what's happening. Like, you're under NDA, you're not allowed to talk about it, but the moment it happens, I share it and the people said, but Glenn knew.
Okay, can we do this? If there's anything good coming, just, like...
Go and rub a nose or your Twitch or a baseball sign. What is coming now in November, I think general knowledge now, is the fall update for the Xbox One dashboard.
Yes.
Which is very exciting. I'm currently in the alpha ring, so I get to play with the new features. Like you can now stream with Mixer with a webcam, you can plug it in.
Jeez.
Keyboard support, you got keyboard and mouse support coming. So the update's going to be a big difference for the guys. But going forward, other than that, I'll have to wait till February to see what's the next coming, what's happening with the Xbox One X.
And you'll give us a bit of a,
Yes, I'll give you inside
We'll
scoop.
look for that.
Because we get monitored, hey? The guys are watching us, our project leads over there, they're always, all our social channels, our Twitters, this Facebooks, making sure nothing is going out. I have every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, a call with our lead, and we'll talk to the dev teams at Microsoft, we'll talk to the party team, we'll talk to the avatar team.
Jeez.
So we're giving feedback the whole time. They're asking us for a whole hour session. Guys,
Wow.
This is what we're working on. What do you think about it? Is this going to work? Does it work? So as Xbox gamers, the whole layout, the design, the dashboard, the big tile at the top, that's our feedback that we're giving back and saying, I don't want to know all these popular YouTubers, what they're streaming or on Mixer. I want to see what my friends are playing.
Exactly.
The new update, if I scroll second, third one, I can see Falcon Arrow is now playing Wildlands. Do I want to join him? Yanni is now playing Ghost Recon, or whatever it is. I can now see it. And
that's centered around
our
community
feedback that we've been giving back to the development teams.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, then let's talk about, as an MVP, you have certain roles, certain things that you need to do.
Yes.
If you look at the resident Xbox communities and gaming communities, mainly the Xbox communities in South Africa, do they in any way assist the MVP? Do you feel they create value?
They do. People say, oh, there goes the face of Xbox, or hey, there goes GlennZA. It's never been about the fame, the fortune that comes with it. Being an Xbox MVP, there's no remuneration. It is voluntary, it's my own personal time. But to discover a group like Xbox Players SA, to be part of the admin team, I run my own Facebook page. Others, Early Access, Zaga, you name the Battlefield communities. If they're playing Xbox, I am there. I've got to be seen as a diplomat.
Of course.
I can't say favoritism.
Of course.
I get a lot of support from Xbox Players South Africa, from all the different groups. I get great support from Xbox South Africa themselves, which I always thank the guys. I worked with John Press, Yvette van Rooyen, Karen, you name them, all these guys, and they keep coming, they change, they move on, get promoted, and it's a whole new relationship building process again. 3 years now it's been with Joe Kruger, and he's supporting what we're doing community-wise. The Xbox mandate is community. So what we've got going at Xbox Players South Africa, what I do as an MVP is push community. So
would you say that that's the focus now going forward?
It's been the focus for the last 12 months. Community is what makes Xbox Live 55 million live users. We saw Saturday, we had our Xbox Players meet and greet. 20 to 25 of the guys in Gauteng, 2 guys from Durban, 2 from Secunda. They drove, they came and met with us at the Xbox stand. So that for me is community. To be able to meet the guys I'm playing Minecraft with, GTA, Rocket League, you name the games, just to be able to get together and meet you in the person, shake your hand, look in the eyes.
Okay, so tell us more about playdates. Well, some of us know, but for those who don't know, what is playdates?
Okay.
Elaborate on that.
So Xbox Playdates was started in France. It was by Mooney. She's also an Xbox MVP. And they saw there was an opportunity for their members to get together and play on a weekly basis. And she rolled this program out, and the other Xbox MVPs and other Xbox ambassadors picked up on it. So we've got Xbox Playdates Canada, US, Great Britain, Germany, Italy, France, and South Africa. Yes. So what it is, get together once a week, a special title or a specific title gets announced in the month, and for 2 hours we get to play together as a community. But now tonight we're playing Rocket League. You got Rocket League, but you don't know who else is playing it. Join the Playdate. Got 20 new guys you can add as a friend.
Exactly.
We're all playing the same game. Next week, Thursday, 8 o'clock again, we're playing a new game. We'll be playing Battlefield. Battlefield players add one another, share gamer tags, have a lot of fun in the party chats.
So it's like a community meet and greet online.
Online, and then just recently, the Nexus has come on board and said, stream from our venue, host it there, come together. 8 Xbox consoles with screens is provided. You just got to rock up with your gamer tag.
Go there.
With the game, if you own it, bring it in, or bring your own Xbox and come join the Playdate. So it's been running for a year. I launched it in October 2016. Currently got 600 odd members on our Facebook page, about 500 on Twitter. But if I had to count how many individual players have joined the Playdate, it is about 600 over the last year.
Wow.
Obviously more titles are more popular. If I do a Forza Horizon 3, a Forza Motorsport 6, a Battlefield Playdate, a Gears of War Playdate, those numbers, 30, 40 people every game, every session. The smaller ones like Micro Machines or Injustice or Mortal Kombat. And then I got 5 guys, 6 guys, but that's not the mainstream games. But for me, my friends list is full of randoms, full of people, and that for me, it's community driven. It's Xbox ambassadors overseas picked up on it, and they made an official program now.
Wow.
So they get schedules. US, Canada, France, South Africa, and we get put up on the community calendar what games we're playing, what time, where can I watch the stream.
I think I just respawned to a different alternate universe because according to me we were just continuing this conversation. But GlennZA, I think it's very important that we acknowledge the work that has gone in over the last 12 years. As a passionate Xbox gamer, but I mean I appreciate and love all gaming. My preference is Xbox, and it's fantastic to know that over the last 12 years, people like you have been behind the scenes grafting and building communities. And I think from an Xbox Players SA side, this is exactly where and how we want to take the fire from you guys, but take your hands and build into the next future, because community is the most important thing. I know for me, and when I hear you speak, it's about community.
It's your pattern, eh?
And Xbox is putting in resources, finding passionate people to go and build those communities, and I don't find communities like this anywhere else, really.
We've been told many times they haven't seen the passion like the Xbox Players, or they don't see community like Xbox Players. You speak to the different distributors, they say the Xbox Players love what's happening. So there's definitely a unique thing about an Xbox gamer.
Yes.
It shows yesterday when we had the meet and greet, it just shows the camaraderie. We're all gamers at the end of the day, but we pull together in a special way that makes Xbox Live, Xbox Party Chats, Xbox Gamers unique.
And Glenn, just again, thank you very much for everything that you do for this community.
Pleasure, man.
And I can't wait to see what's coming up. What is the objectives of the South African MVP for the next 12 months?
All right, so in February I'll find out now at the summit, but what's going to be happening is...
And just FYI, in February in the summit, they fly you to the States?
I'll get over there, accommodation is taken care of. I'm spending money I must take with the rand.
Right.
We're going here, what's going to be happening, what's the roadmap looking like, how can we take that and give them, because they're all running high fiber lines, that they didn't think, when you open the dashboard, must it be connected to Xbox Live, doesn't have to filter, download something, so they get to hear firsthand what's our experience out in a third world country. But fiber's rolling out, we're getting up to the decent internet speeds. Our biggest call out now is local service. However, we did hear middle of this year, Azure servers are coming to South Africa. We will have one,
but from a very random source, that Azure service is coming to South Africa. What is this going to mean for Xbox gamers, Glenn?
Well, one in Cape Town, one in Johannesburg. It will mean we will be able to play games. International companies like EA, Blizzard, those kind of guys will host gaming servers locally, and we'll have 5 millisecond ping, 10 millisecond ping, that connecting to Europe or connecting to Asia, wherever we're playing, it's going to be a game changer for us in South Africa. So once Azure is up and running and Microsoft has got the servers running and the game distributors, the game publishers are getting online to our servers, it'll be a game changer.
But is this launching, is the project starting in 2020, or is it going to be up and running?
I don't know. That I can't say. I don't know. We will go back and see what the articles were saying.
Yes, I've just heard
there was
rumors about 2020.
Azure servers are coming, probably starting, developing, but it won't be accessible yet for gaming.
Right.
That'll be an add-on.
But it is something that we are now
it's something to
working
look forward to. Yes. Yeah.
GlennZA, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing this information with us. Gamers, I hope you have taken a bit something out of what we were discussing here today. This is the MVP for South Africa, and because of the work that guys and girls across the world like the MVPs do, we are able to build on the communities like that. So thank you very much for watching. Glenn, thanks very much for giving me this time. Thank you to Rage and this wonderful, beautiful background that we have, and we'll catch you guys next year. Thank you so much. Peace. At the end of the day, stuff was lacquer. It was good to see you.
Got to see you in the eyes.
Yes, brother.